G'day there everyone, Daniel Anderson here. Now, one of the great things about Microsoft 365 in regards to external collaboration is that we can have one place to go for our external users or guests to access all our files that we need to distribute to them. But what about on the flip side of that, when we want to request files from people outside the organization? Now, this question came from the community after a video I posted, which I'll link to in the show notes and also in the comments, about being able to request files from your OneDrive for Business. So setting up a folder and then selecting that folder and then being able to request files from somebody outside your organization. They can get a link in their email and then they can upload files into that folder. Now, can we do that in SharePoint was the question. So this is what we are going to take a look at today. Now, there is a little bit of a caveat here. First, you do need to have the sharing settings on the site set to anyone. So anonymous sharing settings in that particular site, or else you don't have that request files functionality. And I'll show you the difference throughout the video. So we can see here that I'm just in a SharePoint team site. I've got a default document library here, and you can see I've got a color-coded external folder. I can select this folder and then from the ribbon across the top, click my three little dots. It's kind of hidden here under request files. So we can see here similar, or actually exactly the same functionality as we see in OneDrive for Business, but this time we're in a SharePoint site, not in somebody's individual OneDrive for Business. So we are going to fill out the description. So in here, what we need to do is let the recipients know which files we are requesting. So we might be, maybe we're getting some applications for a particular job, or it could be requests for proposals or things like that we need to get a lot of documents from a lot of different people. So what we might do here is go, let's call this job applications. We'll go next. And then what we need to do is we can either copy the link and then send an email and then insert that link, or we can send it via email directly from here. Okay, so I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to then fire up Outlook. So we'll jump up here, we'll open up Outlook, and then what we'll do is we will send an email to the person that we want to upload files for. All right, so we are going to go and send this to an external user account. Please upload files. And what we'll do is just paste the link in here. All right, so you can see here shortens the link for us so we don't get that big long link, and then we can send that off. All right, so now on the flip side of that, when the user gets this email, let's take a look at that experience. So we can see here that here is the email that's come in from Megan. Please upload files. I'll just click on the email, open it up. Here's the link. So now it does look a little bit unusual. It's coming from a demo tenant, but we will open this anyway, and then that is going to then begin the process. All right, so now what I can do, you can see there's the description. I can select the files that I would like to upload. So I'm just going to select a couple of files here. We'll open these up, and you can see that I've added a few files. I can add more if I want to, and then I pop my name in. So this is the end user. So this is the person that has that you've sent this email to, and then I'll go to upload. We can see we're uploading, all just about ready to go, and there it is, all uploaded. All right, so I could upload more if I wanted to. I'll drag this back across, and then what we'll do is let's open back up Megan's, or the SharePoint site. So we'll go done. And inside this external folder now, you can see that those files that I've just uploaded from the external account come into this SharePoint document library. You can see that it again is prefixed with the user's name, and that user will only ever see the files, won't be able to see any of the other files that other people have uploaded either. But I will be able to see that myself. All right, so we can see that. We'll click the three little dots. And then we can also see and use these in any normal way that we would inside a SharePoint document library. All right, so being able to request files not only from OneDrive, but you can also do that from SharePoint as well. But remembering that you do need to have that anyone or anonymous setting set on that particular site. Now, in the SharePoint Admin Center, you can turn that on or off. Okay, so you can see here that I'm in, and this is for the anybody that's got SharePoint admin access here. We can see that we've got the site in question, or the site collection. We can select that site, and you can see from the sharing options, I've got this option here for anyone. Now, if I change this to only people in your organization, and I'll hit save. Now I'll jump back to my SharePoint site. I'll refresh this now, and I'll jump back to this folder, and what we will see is we won't have the ability to be able to request files from people outside the organization. All right, so we'll just give that a little bit of a time to refresh. So we'll just jump back into the document library, or to propagate down to this site. Let's create a new folder. We'll call this job applications. We'll create that folder. We'll select this folder. And then you can see here that we don't have that request files functionality because that setting has been turned off. But if we turn that back on again, then obviously that functionality will light up. So requesting files, nice and easy. We don't have to change permissions or anything like that, or send out sharing links or things. We can just request files. Users can then nice and easily upload files into that SharePoint site. And again, removing the need for attaching files to emails. It's a lot easier to manage from a central place inside of your SharePoint site. Thanks for watching. See you next time.